Welcome back to the channel. This is a topic that is not going to be pleasant to talk about. Good thing that this never stopped me before, so here we go. Men are not okay. A lot of us has given up on making friends, getting an education, finding a job, and looking for role models and father figures on social media. This isn't for a lack of trying. A lot of men have given their best shot at finding where they belong and putting direction in their lives. It's just that a lot of them get rejected and mocked for trying to better themselves. Rejection can take a toll on anyone's will to persevere, and men suffer a lot of rejection. When these men cry out for help, when they try to reach out for someone to understand their loneliness and sadness, the world is actively hostile towards their vulnerability. Instead of teaching men to navigate a hostile world, they are simply told that they deserve all of the suffering and hardship that they are experiencing. It is truly hard to be vulnerable when you know that at your lowest point, you will only deepen your isolation. A lot of men reach the point where their lives are objectively meaningless and not worth living. The male suicide rate has been on the rise year after year. Some don't care about men's suffering, some celebrate it. It's sad to think that all it would take to help these men is to listen to them. That's such an incredible idea, don't you think? Listening to someone in total silence, without even saying anything, can somehow alleviate their suffering. It wouldn't solve all their problems, but you give them hope to keep going, even if it's just for one more day. It's a crazy concept that you can give life in small doses just by the smallest acts of kindness. There's a lot of suffering that comes with being a man. Sometimes it seems like that is one of the guarantees of being born as a man. In reality, being a man can be an enriching, fulfilling, and enjoyable experience. The adversity is part of that fulfillment. Well, what do I mean by that? Let's use a game for reference. Dark Souls is a series that is built on the idea that the world is actively against you and it has placed insurmountable obstacles to stop your progress. And the answer to the adversity is get good. Yes, a joke that was spawned years ago when the world had its first taste of this melancholy world is the answer to men's problems. The term get good has been used to insult players who lack the skill to beat a boss or to finish certain obstacles. When you think about it, it's practical advice. When you face a challenge you can't beat, you practice and gain the skills and knowledge you need to overcome it. It's arguably one of the oldest and most useful advice you can give anyone. It's the answer to overcoming adversity. Men gravitate towards this idea because we are built with the desire to nurture an indomitable spirit. We want to face life's challenges head on and succeed. But before men can get to that point, they need a leader to guide them and show them the way. Young men yearn for something to aspire to and someone to help them get there. Unfortunately, no one wants to help these men. Those who seem like they want to help just want to monetize their suffering. They sell a lifestyle filled with unsatisfying relationships that leave men unable to make deep and lasting connections. Their message may genuinely be helpful to young men, but they often lead them down a dangerous road that leads to an unfulfilled life. There are people out there who are giving men an alternative. People who help men understand their emotions and encourage them to take responsibility. They show ways that young men can build connections and take action towards bettering themselves. Compassion and understanding combined with guidance and discipline would have a dramatic impact on society as a whole. Helping men grow into themselves will also help them become contributing members of society. Strong, stable men give back to their community. Contrary to popular belief, we can raise men without pushing anyone else down. It is easy to say that we need to help men, that we need to give them away, but that's way easier said than done. We said a lot of things, but they're not practical solutions. I certainly don't have a solution, but for the sake of giving it my best shot, let's look at some practical and actionable tips. I hope you can keep an open mind. 1. Find and share a hobby with someone. Try swimming or the gym or an art class. Pick up a hobby where you can be surrounded by people doing the same thing. Give yourself a chance to meet new people and become part of a community. Be brave and try to belong. Make that connection and nurture it. Care about the people you share something with until you can start giving back to that community. 2. Learn how to dance. Go take dancing lessons. Learn how to work as a team with someone of the opposite gender. Learn how to touch a woman with respect and to earn their trust. Learn how to handle the responsibilities of working together. Help yourself become a man that can be friends with women. Number 3. Change your outfit. Try a new look. Change your whole fashion. Sometimes we've just grown to hate ourselves and we need to make a change. To see a new person staring back at us in the mirror. Maybe you'll find that you'll see someone you want to be. I can't really think of more, but I think these are pretty specific and practical tips that anyone can try. So I want to end by saying this. A lot of men out there are living a life of quiet desperation. They need help. They need understanding. And to those who think we aren't doing anything, I want to tell you. We live in a beautiful, unfair, melancholy world. We've seen it rise, fall, and be reborn. This is our story too. We met every challenge and every pain with a quiet determination. And and I know that we can overcome. I've always wanted to say this, so here goes. Good luck, my friends. Don't you dare go hollow.